ladies, I am back again with another topic. I am on my quest still to try to unite sisters and to help us to form more of a bond, and hopefully we can spread this unity throughout this country. It is so hard at times, because I'm aware that people don't always think like I do, and some women could care less as to my mission and how I feel about this sisterhood, this girl power thing, but it's really important to me. It's just like anything that you have a passion about, that you feel that you want to work and you want to see it come to completion. And I do know that I can't save the world and that everyone is going to change or think like I think. I do know that there are many women in this country that feels the way that I do and wish this same thing. So to a lot of ladies that go at it from a different aspect, I know that our common ground is the same. But tonight I want to talk about supporting our sisters, and when we're talking about sisters, or if you see a sister that maybe has, I'm going to say, a different style. Okay, like tonight, I've been working out today, so I still have on my workout clothes, and I'm just going to raise up a little bit, let you see my top. A lot of women will have a problem with this right here. Here you are looking at a woman plus 50 plus, and I have this on. When you see another sister who necessarily has a style, or just her whole aura, everything about her is different from yours, how does that make you feel? Especially when you know that this sister may be your age, especially if you're approaching the middle age, or you are middle age or older. How does that make you feel? Does it make you withdraw from that woman? Does it make you feel like you want to say something negative about her? Here's the thing. We have to understand that sometimes it's a lack of education about certain things, and sometimes it's not even that. It's just what someone really likes. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there's a lot of times we see women who are parading around in outfits that totally don't complement their body for whatever reason. Maybe it could be a weight problem. Sometimes it could be an age thing. And I'm not even speaking weight from heavy. It could be a woman that's too thin and maybe the clothes are not fitting her. So we're not bashing plus size women. So I don't even want anybody to think that. But a lot of times I think we pass judgment on people just because it's something that we necessarily wouldn't do ourselves. I always use myself as an example in these videos because I don't want to make it feel like I'm targeting anybody in particular. With me, I did talk about, in one of my videos, I talked about loving the skin you're in, and I talked about how I have this body that's kind of diverse. And I call it that because there's part of me that has developed and is full and nice, and then there's parts of me that is very thin. I am known to be a petite woman. A lot of people may say, you're not petite. I'm looking at those busts. I am petite in the fact that I have very small bones. If you can notice this in the camera, my wrists are very, very small. There isn't a watch or a bracelet that actually fits my arm unless I go to the children's department. And when I say children's department, I'm talking about children that's like 11 or 12. I can wear those bracelets. They absolutely fit my arm. My ankles are the same. So I've had this body all my life that is just something that I can't change. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Where I developed here, my bust area. I did get a little hips from having 3 children. My legs are very slim, and I have very slim arms. I do work on my arms. If you notice, I've been working out, so I am developing my arms because I wanted to, just try to work on some things that would make me feel more better about myself. But I've always had this body that's just been kind of crazy. At one point in my life, I was just very, very thin. So I'm not going to go back through that video because there's a video on it if you want to check it out. Look at my inspirations category, and it's called Love the Skin You're In. But there are women that would have a problem with me wearing this particular shirt or top, as you would say, because of my age. So is it wrong that I'm wearing this, or is it just the fact that that person has a problem with it? I want us to, as women, to be more complimentary toward other women. I've seen some videos, and I can't think of the woman's name, in this particular video, but she is rocking this awesome body. And when I say awesome, I mean she looks great. She's fabulous. And I think a lot of times we can't respect that or feel like we can say anything positive about it. And this woman has great hair, but you would think that her body looks like she's 25. She works out. I don't know if she's a bodybuilder, but I do know that she works out constantly, and she has like a six-pack, and I mean everything is just like the way it's supposed to be as far as proportions and the body, the BMI, you know, the fat and all of that is just great. I can look at that woman and I can appreciate her and I can say, beautiful, you know. How many women, knowing that it's physically beautiful, would say something negative about her? Instead of being able to say, here's a beautiful sister. Who would say, oh, she thinks she's cute? Who would say, she knows she shouldn't be wearing that? Look at her with that gray hair and she still had, you know, she's still dressing like she's 25. And I don't think it's that. I just think it's the fact that when a lot of times when women are bashing something that's totally gorgeous, I think it's more of something with yourself. I think it's because either you know it's something that at this point in life that you don't feel comfortable enough to do, or you're jealous or envious of it. Because you can't be negative about something that's positive. And this is not a case where you would see this woman walking, you would feel like you want to tell her, honey, take that off. You wouldn't want to say that to her. This woman is actually, I think she's like a fitness instructor. So I don't think she walks around in these types of tops around the street, you know, and wearing, you know, the form-fitting workout pants. I think that was just for the video to let a middle-aged woman know that if you really want to define your body, that you can. Everybody is not meant to be a size 5. Everybody's body structure isn't that way. You're talking about genetics, the genes. You come from a family of people who have big bones or that are heavy. A lot of times you can't control that. You may be able to control the proportions of your body to a certain degree, but if you're meant to be healthy in a certain area because that's your family genes, then it's just going to happen. All my life I wanted to have beautiful legs. I've seen so many videos of women and even some of my friends who I feel have gorgeous legs. And I wanted to be able to rock the mini skirts and, you know, and feel proud of them. But I knew that I had small ankles and my calves were small, and I just, in my opinion, it just didn't look right. You know, because first of all, you got to find the proper shoes to wear with your your legs when you have small ankles, because you look like you have a boat on otherwise. So it's just too much. It was just too much work for me. So what I had to do was retrain my thinking on appreciating what I had and how to work with that to make it attractive. So when I see a woman who has those things that I wanted and I'm not able to achieve that, even at my age now, that's not something that I probably could have unless I had some type of surgery, which I'm not going to do. I can appreciate that, and I can still look at it and I may say to myself, man, I wish my legs looked like that. But I'm not envious of that woman. I'm not hating on her, and I'm not bashing her. I'm complimenting her. I think it does a lot for women's self-esteem if we could look at each other. When you see a woman that's gorgeous, that's even in just endeavors and things that you're doing with your life. If you see a woman excelling in her career as a mother, you know, a friend that's there for you, or a woman that's taking care of her parents, I think it's always beautiful to compliment them and say you're doing a great job, or say you're a beautiful woman and I love you. If we could do that more as sisters, this world could be a better place. I don't know what it's going to take to make us come together, because we get talked about so badly by men sometimes, because men can fight and they can come back together, but women, we can fight and it can take us years and years and years, if ever, to get back together. So women, I'm going to still continue on my mission to try to motivate us and try to let us see that we don't have to be that way. We can appreciate all of the beauty and all of the talents in our sisters that are different from us. Like I said once before in a video, I love it when I see a diverse group of women come together in a room. Whether your style is totally different from mine. You could be what people call the mousiest woman in the world, or you could be a fashionista. It doesn't matter to me. You could be tall, you could be short, you could be fat, you could be slim, you could be white, you could be black. It doesn't matter to me. What's important to me is that we support one another. And I'm going to continue on this fight, and I hope that you will join me in trying to encourage your sisters to come together and let's support each other. And once we can get to that point where the physical exterior is, we're okay with that, then we can go inward and we can look at ways to build up. That's the only way that we're going to get ahead in this world, if we're reaching down and grabbing someone's hand and helping them up once we get there. And the only way that we can truly do that, sisters, is if we can learn to respect each other and appreciate the differences. And even if you feel that someone is more physically beautiful than you, that doesn't stop you from being supportive. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I feel that beauty reeks from the inside out. So it doesn't matter to me if you're physically beautiful. There's a lot of physically beautiful celebrities, I think, but what matters is what's on the inside, because if you're not reeking that out, you can't even see all of that. You may see it in the beginning, but when you get to know that person, all that fades away. So let's be more supportive of one another, and I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Probably by the time you get this video, it will not be the weekend anymore, so I hope you have a pleasant week. I am still on my course of getting toward my beachfront vacation that's coming up in about a week and a half, and I'm going to send you guys some footage from the beach. So I hope you're enjoying your weekend, as I said before, and I will talk to you soon, ladies. Take care. Peace.